Welcome back. We are on circular motion, and in front of us we have a problem that reads: a body is moving in a circular path of radius 800 centimeters with an angular velocity of 2.5 radians per second. Calculate the linear velocity. Solution: the radius is 800 centimeters, and we can express that in meters by dividing it by 100. So 800 divided by 100 will give us 8 meters. And the angular velocity, omega, is 2.5 radians per second. So with this given information, we can find the linear velocity. Remember, the linear velocity is equal to the angular velocity multiplied by the radius. So that is going to be 2.5 times 8, and we will have 20 meters per second. An aircraft moving at 576 kilometers per hour makes a turn in a horizontal circle of radius 400 meters. Calculate the angular velocity of the aircraft. Solution: the linear velocity of the aircraft is 576 kilometers per hour, and the radius is 400 meters. So we want to find the angular velocity omega. Now, what we first have to do is to convert the linear velocity into meters per second. Remember, the linear velocity in meters per second will be equal to the linear velocity in kilometers per hour, multiply it by 1000, then divide it by 3600. So that is 576 kilometers per hour multiplied by 1000 divided by 3600. So if you do that, you will have expressed the linear velocity in meters per second. 576 times 1000 divided by 3600 is 160 meters per second. We know that the linear velocity is equal to the angular velocity multiplied by the radius. So if we want to find the angular velocity, we divide both sides by r. So that is the angular velocity is equal to the linear velocity divided by the radius. So the linear velocity is 160 meters per second divided by the radius is 400 meters. So 160 divided by 400 is 0.4 radians per second. An object of mass 8 kilograms completes 50 rotations in 40 seconds. Calculate its frequency and its angular velocity. Solution: the mass of the object is 8 kilograms. The number of rotations is 50 rotations. And the total time taken for the rotations is 40 seconds. So question 1, how do we find the frequency? The frequency is equal to the number of rotations divided by the total time. So that is 50 divided by 40. And 50 divided by 40 is 1.25 hertz. So question 2, how do we find the angular velocity? The formula for angular velocity is equal to 2 pi f. So that is going to be 2 times pi times the frequency is 1.25. So 2 times 1.25 is 2.5. So that will be 2.5 pi radians per second. But if you still want to insert the value of pi, that's going to be 2.5 times 3.142 radians per second. So that is going to be 7.86 radians per second. Okay, approximately the angular velocity is 7.86 radians per second. An object of mass 5 kilograms completes 168 rotations in a minute along a circumference of a circle of radius 25 centimeters. Calculate its frequency, its angular velocity, its linear velocity, its centripetal force. Take pi is equal to 22/7. Solution. The mass of the object is 5 kilograms. The number of rotation is 168 rotations. And the time taken is a minute. So that is 1 minute. Okay. The radius of the circle is 25 centimeters. And we are instructed to take pi as 22/7. So the first question asks us to find the frequency. The frequency is the number of rotations divided by the total time. So the number of rotations there is 168 rotations divided by the total time is 1 minute, which is the same as 60 seconds. So that is going to be 60. So 168 divided by 60 is 2.8 hertz. Okay. So question 2, we want to find the angular velocity. The angular velocity is equal to 2 pi f. So that's going to be 2 times pi times the frequency is 2.8. 2 times 2.8 is 5.6 pi. So we can say 5.6 pi radians per second. But since the value of pi is given in the question, we can further simplify to say 5.6 times 22/7 radians per second. So 5.6 times 22/7, we will have 17.6 radians per second. Okay, so that is the angular velocity. The third question wants us to find the linear velocity. The linear velocity v is equal to the angular velocity multiplied by the radius. The angular velocity is 17.6 radians per second. That will be multiplied by the radius is 25 centimeters, which is the same as 0.25 meters. Okay, by dividing it by 100, you will have 0.25 meters. So that is going to be times 0.25. So 17.6 times 0.25, we will have 4.4 meters per second as the linear velocity. The fourth question is asking us to find the centripetal force. We can use F is equal to mv square over r, or F is equal to m omega square r. Any of them will work. So the mass is 5 kilograms times the linear velocity is 4.4 meters per second. So that will be 4.4 squared divided by the radius is 0.25. If we do that, we'll have 5 times 4.4 squared divided by 0.25 to give us an answer of 387.2 newtons. Alternatively, if we want to use this formula, that is going to be the mass is 5 times the angular velocity is 17.6, so that will be squared, times 0.25, and with this we will still have 387.2 newtons. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel, like and share our videos. See you soon in our next video.